Shalom. Welcome back to the 6th Annual International Temple Mount Awareness Day. Yitzchak.
Yes, sir. We have another beautiful question from Brad. Brad asks, for the 5th Annual International Temple Mount Awareness Day, Tzvi Severe demonstrated how to make a grain offering, referring to Leviticus 2. That presentation was very interesting. Can something similar happen to demonstrate the partitioning of the animal sacrifice, offering, I should say, to show which parts are discarded and what parts are placed on the altar? Also, to demonstrate how the offerings were placed over the fire. Doesn't Maimonides discuss that? Grills and spits of pomegranate wood were used. Can you describe how such implements were used? Was the offering ever placed directly on the burning wood, like, for example, the twice daily burnt offering?
Excellent points and question, Brad. And actually, we have done this, and that's why we urge you to follow the doings of the Temple Institute, pronouncements and developments and updates through our Facebook page and website, because actually the past year or so we have embarked upon a new level of participation with actually on-hands kind of dry run and training procedures for the temple service. You know, the Temple Institute operates, oversees, administers an educational program which is actually a school for Kohanim, where young men of priestly descent are actually learning to attend to the temple service, and they're actually learning all the details as to how to bring the offerings, etc. And we have, on several occasions, had special, what should I call them, reenactments maybe, or actually educational kind of practices. And one of them that we held last year was actually the reenactment of the daily offering in the temple, the tamid, which is, of course, takes place every morning and every evening in the Holy Temple. And then, for example, of course, we have filmed in the past, and as we are going to be doing again this year, the reenactment of the Passover offering. The tamid offering was actually exactly as you're describing. We actually documented and recorded every single stage that's described in the Mishnah of the morning service in the temple, of how the offering is prepared and all the other aspects of the temple service, such as the replenishing of the lights of the menorah, the lighting of the menorah, and everything that's involved with the schedule in the temple was recorded.
The practice did not involve a live animal. It was a doll of an animal that actually was made so that it could be taken apart as it would have been.
It was actually just kind of
synthetic.
It was made in such a way that it could be demonstrated, and how the parts would be separated, etc. But it was actually a pull-apart doll. The only exception to that is when we have the actual practice of the Passover offering, which is a real lamb that is slaughtered, and its blood is brought to a mock altar, etc., so that we will be familiar with exactly how that is done. But that meat is actually distributed to poor families here in Jerusalem.
And it's the Passover offering that he's referring to when he mentions the spit of pomegranate wood.
That's correct.
Because they would use a very long spit, because it was cooked whole over a fire, and I believe the pomegranate was moist enough that it itself would not burn during the process of the roasting of the lamb.
Also a detail that's provided by the Mishnah. And what I want to emphasize is that this for the Temple Institute's accomplishments is a whole new level of kind of hands-on preparation for the temple, because we've really gone past the level of preparing the vessels and all the other things that we're involved, which are actually quite complicated and diverse, such as the preparation of the architectural plans. But this idea of actually having the school of Kohanim and practicing the aspects of the daily service, this is really a very, very amazing thing. And when we've held several very large and public reenactments, such as the water libation that took place on Sukkot, and the bringing forward of the pure olive oil that was created on Hanukkah, events that were attended by hundreds and hundreds of people. This is really, again, bringing temple consciousness to an entire new level and demonstrating that the Jewish people are serious about actually learning how to do these things and being prepared for the restoration of the divine service.
This is the 6th Annual International Temple Mount Awareness Day broadcast. Thank you for participating. If you would like to support the Temple Institute and all the projects that we're referring to and all the progress we're making together toward the building of the Holy Temple, you can go to our website, templeinstitute.org, our donate page, and participate. Thank you.